Hey there, come on in. Are you ready to have some fun today? Join us. Let's jump in. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in and join us. Come on in and join us. We'll learn a lot today. We'll sing, learn, have lots of fun. There's something special for everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in and join us. Come on in and join us. We'll learn a lot today. We'll sing, learn, have lots of fun. There's something special for everyone. We'll learn a lot today. Let's go!
I ain't had McDonald's in a long time. Oh, but Burger King nuggets is really good. But McDonald's own is... Oh, hi my friends! Welcome to Mr. Pete's Playhouse. It's me, Mr. Pete. I am just trying to decide what I'm going to eat for lunch today because I'm very, very hungry. My two choices are between Burger King and McDonald's. Which one do you think I should choose? Oh, wow! Wow, don't scream all at once! I know, right? It's such a hard choice because they are both so good and they both offer some of the same things, but some different things as well. Can you help me decide which one should I choose? Great! If you think that I should go to McDonald's for lunch, raise your hand up high. Good. Now, if you think that I should go to Burger King for lunch, now you wave your hand up high. Oh, wow. Thank you guys so much for your answers. But I still can't choose. I think that I'm going to go to Burger King for some French fries, and then I'm going to drive to McDonald's for some nuggets. That way, I get the both things that I want. Nuggets from one place and French fries from the other. But wait a minute. You just helped me make a decision. That is called voting. Voting can help you and your friends make tough decisions together also, especially when everybody can't decide on the same thing. So usually you will go with the group with the most votes and they win. Do you want to learn all about voting with me today? You do? Great! Then on the count of 3, we're going to say, let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go! Voting is a process by which a group of people can decide on something fairly if they don't agree. When a group of people vote, this is called an election. In the United States, we have big, very important elections. And election day in the United States is always the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. American citizens over the age of 18 can vote for someone to represent them. Some of these positions include mayors for cities, governors, senators, congressmen, and congresswomen for your state, and the president and vice president to represent the entire country. Another word for election is called a poll. On election day, people go to polling places to vote. Some of these polling places include libraries, schools, community centers, and other public places. People can also vote by mail. We vote on a piece of paper called a ballot. A ballot is a form that shows voters the choices they have in an election. Sometimes it's on paper, but some polling places use machines. Each voter is given one ballot. Let's do a fun activity where we get to do some voting. Gather around with your friends, your classmates, or your family, and let's see which choices wins the most votes.
Good afternoon, my fellow school citizens. I am your school president, President Pete. Today is a very important day. It is Election Day. We have some very, very tough decisions and choices to make today, so please vote. Let's get started. The first question on our ballot, by a show of hands. Which fun activity would you like to see built next to our school? A skating rink or a water park? Please, if you choose skating rink, raise your hand. Good. If you chose water park, raise your hand. Which one has the most votes? Good job. The next item on our ballot. What food items should our cafeteria cook for lunch on Fun Fridays? Should they cook pizza or tacos? If you chose pizza, raise your hand. If you chose tacos, raise your hand. Which one has the most votes? Good job. And the last item on our ballot, where would you like to go on your field trip? Would you like to go to the zoo? Or would you like to go to a museum? If you would like to go to the zoo, raise your hand. If you would like to go to the museum, raise your hand. Which one has the most votes? Great job. And there you have it, my fellow citizens. Thank you so much for taking part in this year's school election. I am President Pete, and I thank you for your votes.
Wow, that was such a fun activity. Let's read a book that tells us what we have to do if we ran for president.
Gather round, my friends, it's story time. Story time, gather round, it's story time. Take a seat, read along, it's story time, let's go.
If I Ran for President, written by Catherine Steer, illustrated by Lynn Averill. It would be great to run for President of the United States. If I ran for President, I'd hope the people of the United States would choose me for a very important job, the job of leading our country. And I'd hope to follow in the footsteps of past presidents such as George Washington, our first president, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. I'd have to think carefully about my decision to run for president. I would want to know how my family felt about it too. Then I'd ask myself, am I the best person for this job? Am I ready to work very, very, very hard for my country? Do lots of people believe in me? And will they help me run for office? If I could answer yes to all those questions, then I'd declare my candidacy. That means I'd announce I was interested in the job of President of the United States. If I ran for president, I'd run a campaign to let voters learn all about me. People who thought I would be a good president would donate money or time to help. I'd hire people to work on my campaign too. Campaigns can make a candidate famous. Soon, my name or face will appear on signs, buttons, bumper stickers, and t-shirts. I'd even star in television commercials. If I ran for president, I'd work with my political party. That's a group of people who share the same beliefs about how the country should be governed. They support candidates who uphold those ideas. The two major parties are the Democratic Party, Their symbol is a donkey. And the Republican Party, their symbol is an elephant. There are other parties too, called third parties. But people besides me would want to be president. The Republican and Democratic parties must choose whom they'll support in the election. In some states, like Iowa, the parties each hold meetings called caucuses, where members pick their favorite candidate. In most states, party members hold an election called a primary. Caucuses and primaries show which candidates are popular with voters and who might have the best chance of being elected president. The first primary is held in New Hampshire in the winter before the presidential election. I'd sure like to visit there, but I'd have to bundle up. In the summer before the election, the political parties announce their candidate for president. The major parties make this announcement at meetings called conventions. Each state sends delegates to the convention. Delegates vote for the candidate who was most popular in their state. A convention looks like a big celebration full of cheering and chanting, balloons and confetti. Millions of Americans watch the excitement on TV. By the time of the convention, everyone usually knows which candidate will be chosen, but the delegates still hold a vote. If my party chose me to run for president, I'd make a speech to get everyone excited about helping me win. I'd tell the American people about my platform, my plans and ideas for our country. My running mate will make a speech too. That's the person who'd be my vice president if I became president. If I ran for president, I'd be invited to debate with other presidential candidates. A person called a moderator will ask us questions. People across the country would listen carefully to our answers. Reporters will ask me questions too about my life, my family, and my kitten, Sassy. They'd print old photographs of me in newspapers and magazines, like the snapshots of me in my superhero costume, or my baby picture when I still wore diapers. If I ran for president, I would travel the country to meet lots of people. I'd have my own campaign bus or airplane to take me from place to place. Inside, there'd be comfy seats, perfect for checking out the news, writing speeches, and thinking about how to solve the nation's problems. I'd take naps too. I'd need extra rest. I'd work hard and be very busy. All in 1 week, I might share cereal with kindergartners in California, crunch corn with farmers in Kansas, and have dinners in Delaware, where I'd order the blue plate special with apple pie and a large strawberry milkshake. After all that food, I might not feel too well. Still, I'd have to smile and talk with the people I meet. Presidential candidates make lots of speeches, shake hands, and cuddle babies. Finally, in November, Election Day would arrive. If I ran for president, I'd be nervous and excited. On Election Day, millions of voters from across the country go to their polling places to cast their ballots. That's another way to say that they vote. In our country, people vote in private. No one but you knows how you voted, but I know I choose my favorite candidate, me. Once the voting is finished, officials count up the ballots. Then comes the announcement on television, radio, and the newspapers, and on the internet. People everywhere find out who will be the next president of the United States. I'd stay up late and keep my fingers crossed. If I ran for president and lost, the people who worked so hard on my campaign will be disappointed. I'd be disappointed too. Still, I'd be proud that I had taken part in a free and fair election. I'd make a telephone call to offer my best wishes and my support to the winner, our next president. But if I won, wow! On January 20th, I'd say the words of the oath of office and be sworn in as president. On that day, my inauguration day, there'd be a parade and a fancy ball. Then I'd move into the White House in Washington, D.C. to begin my 4-year term as the President of the United States of America. And what would I do when I became president? Well, that's another story. The end. Clap for story time. If I ran for president.
Well, my friends, that is it for us today. I hope that you had as much fun as I did learning all about voting and elections. Not everyone around the world gets to vote. That is why so many Americans think it is a privilege and it is so important for us to vote in our country. Everything is determined by how we vote, to include fixing the roads, our schools, the people who make our laws, and so much more. So, when you turn 18 years old, make sure you go and register to vote so that your voice can be heard and you can make a difference as well. Are you ready to sing our goodbye song? Great! Let's sing our goodbye song.
Goodbye, friends. We had so much fun today. Clap your hands, friends. If you can't wait to join us again, see you soon, friends. I'll leave you with a smile. Say farewell, my friends. We'll see you again next time. We'll see you again next time. Remember to always find music in the noise, to love yourself, and I love you. I'll see you next time on Mr. Pete's Playhouse. Bye!
Hey my friends, you can now stream Beautiful Day on your favorite music streaming platforms like Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube Music. And also, you can now order my brand new book, Kari Goes Back to School, at www.jpeteproductions.com. There's so many ways that you can keep up with me. You can watch my videos on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and APR Kids apps. And you can listen to all of your favorite Mr. Pete songs on your favorite music streaming platforms. You can also read my books about the adventures of Kari and rock your own Mr. Pete's Playhouse merch. If you want to see me live, you can contact me for a live performance or to DJ your party or special event. So, follow me on your favorite social media platforms to see what I am doing next. And head on over to my website, www.jpeteproductions.com for more information. Bye! I'll see you soon!